you giving your power away? I heard a quote that says, we only become resentful of people to the extent of which we give our power away to them. Makes sense. Why do we give our power away? It's because we seek approval. Why do we seek approval? Because we feel we cannot approve of ourselves unless somebody else approves of us, especially someone that you think has some sort of authority over you. This is a self-defeating habit because when we're looking for external validation instead of being validated from inside, we cannot make our own decisions. So for example, let's say you want to let go of an employee because you have a bigger vision for your company and you set up some new values, and you realize that there are certain people in your team that don't align with those values. So you made the decision to let this person go. You call the meeting and you tell them your decision. See how you feel. Like, do you feel that you want them to be on the same page with you, or do you feel at ease knowing that you've made the right decision? Sometimes people feel that their decision is not final until the other person approves it. But that's not the case. Once you know why you made the decision, your decision is final. The other person may not like it, but that's not because you made the wrong decision. That's because their interpretation, and it's their life, and it's their to figure it out. Be sure to own your decisions and not to look for the other person to approve. Another way why giving our power away is self-defeating is because when we look at other people to approve of us, instead of being internally focused and knowing how we feel and knowing what works for us and what doesn't, we have our awareness tuned in to the person that we want to please. So we disconnect from us and focus our attention on them. And then what happens is we're molding ourselves to see if we can meet this person's expectation. So that's a very self-defeating habit, because instead of you knowing how you feel, like, does this situation feel good to me? One of the first lessons I got in management when I was hiring people in my corporate career was, are you focusing on them liking you or on you liking them? And of course, when you hire people, you have to like them. It's not your job to have them like you. I mean, they can like the job, but you're not on interview, right? So remember that when you hire people. When we learn to become our own and only authority figure, life becomes easier. Because, sometimes you can make the wrong decision. We all make wrong decisions. But when you make wrong decision based on you then can learn the lesson and can correct. But when you make the wrong decision because you wanted to please this or that person, there is nothing for you to learn. It's only to have regret and, yes, resentment. So learn to become your own authority figure, and those bad habits are usually learned if you grew up in a family of origin where you either were neglected or abused. But those patterns can be undone with awareness and with strategy and with proper guidance. So if you're willing to become your own authority figure and not give your power away, I can help.